Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Agoris and this is one number 4 against NewN. So the team is Human Torch, Hercules and Omega Red. We're gonna take part 7 in section 1 and part 8 in section 2. This war has like 8 fights and most of them are Hercules fights. The only reason I brought Hercules was because of a Photon on this return policy note and feat of vigilance, and basically decided to use Hercules for that guy, for that champion. So we start with an Elsa on this damaging reflection node. So I'm gonna use Omega Red for this fight. I have the suicides turned on, and here the plan is just to uh, build up your spores and do a heavy to lock them up, and then wait out special ones, and that's it. So, and just be careful, like you don't give her too many prowesses. So it's going well. She hasn't shrugged off any of those debuffs, and I'm also maintaining space so that like she doesn't gain a lot of like debuffs. Even if she does, she triggers this reflection thing. I can just do medium hits or heavies, but the fight didn't last that long, so it's all good. The next fight is a Nova on the same damaging reflection node, and here I'm gonna use Hercules. I'm gonna try and ramp him up, probably eat a special one in the end, just so that I can get 3 feats. So over here we start with a heavy, then we try to intercept, we remove that auto block, he throws a special one, decks that special one, then use the special one to ignore further auto blocks. So that's what we're gonna do. I have the regen boost because I'm also running suicides, so that helps me top off my health. So the fight is going well. Here I tried to dex the special one, but I don't know, it didn't work. So luckily, like, that's another feat, so it's all good. So for this next fight is the fight I was worried about. The initial plan was to put a white max, but we had to do a few last minute changes. So I had to take this fight without a white max pre-fight, and it went horribly wrong. So we didn't die, but that was too expensive for me on my potions. So we start the fight well, we do a light intercept. Here he didn't play along with that intercept. So now we bait heavy, we do light attacks. And over here, like, he's just not ready to, like, play along my light intercepts or like my light hits. And here we get hit. Then I just decided, like, okay, let's do a medium hit, take some rock shield damage, it's fine. And with the infuriate, he was just not ready to throw that special 2 over there, and it was just a very weird fight for me. So I got to a special 3. My plan was like not to use a special 1 or special 2. So now we use a special 3, it was on the rock shield, so it's gonna shatter, but like, and we miss on the damage, but that's fine. Like over here he has the infuriate on, he's just not ready to throw that special 2, and that made me furious. Like, I was like, bro, at least you need to throw that special, and just because of that, like, I got rooted, and now I'm just gonna get rooted again and again and again just because of that. Here we mistimed the SP1 decks, I don't know why. Like, I've dexed it multiple times, but it had to happen in this fight. So over here we get rooted again, and now I was like losing my patience. I was like, okay, now I just need to bait out the special 2, do some light hits, remove his rock shield, and I'm just gonna go with the special 2 and finish this fight. And luckily, like, it was enough. I was trying to not use a special 2 or a special 1 just because of the yellow damage, but this fight alone like cost me a lot of potions, but it's all good. It was a solo in the end, but not a pretty solo. So This next fight is a white max on opportunist and inevitable power efficiency, I guess. So I use an invulnerability boost just because he gets prowesses, and like if I crit, he's gonna get passive prowesses also. So that basically means too much power gain. So here we eat that SP1, which is good. It just increases my feats even more, so that's all good. So the invulnerability boost was like utilized in this fight somehow. I thought like I'll just use it in case he throw gets to a special 3, but the fight went well. So next fight was Adam Warlock on Rich Gets Richer. So this fight was a very simple fight. I was not worried about this fight, and I'm gonna gain more power because I have more buffs, and I'm just gonna nuke him down. Like I think he's not even gonna throw any special in this fight, and the fight is done. So another easy fight. So this next fight, I felt it was gonna be very easy, but I don't know, like something didn't work in this fight also. So over here, I go with an intercept, get my feet for intercept. Now I'm at 12 feet, so I don't even need to do anything. And over here, I try to intercept, and he just intercepted me. So there goes my invulnerability, and here I'm just trying to like find an opening. He's just not ready to like give me an opening, and the protection comes back. So here I'm just trying to bait out a special 1. I didn't want to push him to a special 2 just because like if I can avoid doing that, like why not. So we remove the protection over here, and again the same thing happens. Like I tried to intercept, and like he intercepted me first. So I'm like losing the health battle, but obviously I would be fine with this fight. I'm not gonna die on this one. So we have a special 3 ready. I just knock him down, remove the protection, and this SP3 is gonna kill him. So I believe the red damage would do its job. So the main reason why I brought Hercules was just because of this next fight. It's a photon on feat of vigilance and this thing return policy. So I'm gonna use Herc for this fight with suicides, and here the plan is just to keep her at 1 bar of power, and just bait out special once, and just try to nuke her down as fast as you can, and that's it. Like, I think I'm gonna go with power start 1, just so that like I can counter her miss in case like I parry her after my special 1. So initially I won't parry, and I'm just gonna put infuriate and like try to do some intercepts. And once she's at 1 bar, here I try to dex this SP1, and then again I'm gonna push her to 1 bar, and now I just wanted to throw that special 1, and now I'm gonna use my special 1 so that I bring her in her pure light form. So now I cannot dex the specials, and I have to like do a perfect block on the last part of a special 1, but it didn't work somehow. And now we just nuke her down, and one last combo, SP1, she's dead. And there was no reason for me to be worried about this fight. I don't know like why I was being worried about this fight. So this next fight is a Kindred on hazard shift, and here I was just like I applied my torch pre-fight, and here I was just checking like if my torch pre-fight is there or not, and here I was not seeing it, but like in this fight screen I was seeing like I have my flame on pre-fight. So I was a bit worried like will I start with a torch pre-fight or not. So we use a regen boost over here just to top of our health. So plan is just to do medium light mediums, take block hits, build smolders, and only hit during the incinerate phase. And yeah, and also like we're gonna get some more smolders from the incinerate phase whenever we get an incinerate. either push him to a special 2 or like counter his SP1, stay close to him and like pause his infestation. So right now he's in the poison, uh, like it's the poison phase, so I'm not trying to hit him. And over here he starts his outbreak. So initially I was thinking like if he throws a heavy, like I can heavy counter him, but he was just not throwing a heavy over here. And now I don't want to stay close to him, and now it's also the poison phase, so that's like the perfect timing for me to stay away. So the fight is going well, and over here like now I'm just trying to bait out a special one over here, and I was about to go to 2 bars of power, so I just decided like I'll throw a special one because he's near the end. So over here we got the infestation and we are about to get rooted, so I had a special ready, and it went well. Like I knew the health loss was coming, but I had to just play it well. So this last fight is not my fight, and it's my buddy in serious rage, and he took the boss with Shuri, and it was a weapon X. His region cannot be altered unless like you put a poison. So it's a rank 2 Shuri, and his plan thought process was probably like wait out this unstoppable, use a special one, and get your passive precisions, and after that like just intercept during this rage phase, and put on your critical shocks, as many critical shocks as you can, and just try to like nuke the fight down. Like the critical shocks, once you ramp Shuri up like 50 critical shocks, 50 shock debuffs, like those deal a lot of damage, and on top of that like the passive precisions, like they do hit hard. So it's going very well somewhere, I guess. Here I guess he does get hit, but he's also running max inequity, so the damage, and also like max coagulate I believe, so the damage was reduced by a lot. So over here he just managed to like refish his shocks with a special one. I mean this was a very like a tight situation for him I believe, because like the unstoppable and everything was like not aligning that well, but he clustered out pretty well. Like he's nearly at like 100% health, and that was very clean fight. So these are this is for me, like that's my war. And we didn't play well as an alliance, but as a BG we just gave one death, and I'll see you in the next one.